Hello, thanks for joining me, Nancy with North Star Ministry. Today I want to just, first of all, I put an urgent message out there about this shaking up and the floods that are coming. There's going to be a flood, possibly tsunamis, possibly earthquakes, but it's urgent. I'm putting it out there because God is alerting me. So I don't keep anything to myself. I put it out there. If God is letting me know and warning me, and I'm sensitive to all of the urgent messages God gives me, I got to put it out there. I wouldn't keep a thing like that to myself. So, it's a time of Jacob's trouble I've been announcing, and so it's a time of great affliction that comes upon this earth. There's many natural disaster type of situations, storms, floods. Volcanic eruptions, possibly some earthquakes in diverse places. But these are like contractions that happen closer and closer together. So I'm putting it out there because we're on the precipice. The Ancient of Days is about ready to return. So, and God has given me the mantle, the mission, the purpose to be out there and making these announcements and letting people know that he's weighing, and people are being weighed in the balance. They're going to be weighed. He's going through a sorting process to see which ones are going to, be on the side of Christ or in the kingdom of heaven, and which ones are not. Because it can't be lukewarm at a time like this. So he's telling us that we need to get really get in the Word. He's our place of refuge. So I'm just putting that out there. And I also have a disclaimer. Once again, this is a time of spiritual warfare, as I've mentioned. If you've got a light signature, if you are here on the planet doing God's work, you're going to be attacked. And so there's a woman out there using my face online. I'm going to put it out there as a disclaimer. It might be a cousin on my dad's side of the family that I've never met. A very large family, but there's people I don't even know on my family, but because I know that there was a woman that was copycatting me for years and years, stalking me and learning my every move and things like that. A real imposter who was using my name and passing herself off as me. She had stolen part of a trust fund with other people. It was a whole orchestrated network of people working together that were professional hackers and thieves and people that knew how to steal and access people's databases and things like that. Anyway, a woman is using my face online in a hidden identity scheme, trying to destroy my reputation. She is mimicking my image in digital shadows. Behind the screens with phones and computers, she has constructed a life that is not hers. And she's using my face, my aura, my energy. She's pretending to be me. So the people watching her believe that she's me. They believe they're talking to me. She watches all of my, whatever I post. And she steals, So she is taking photographs that mirror my expressions and words that match my tone. And she's replying as me to people that I've never met, forming connections and luring attention. All right, and I just simply don't behave that way. I answer to the Lord, and I'm doing God's work. He told me to answer the call, and so I'm not an attention seeker at all. I'm a hermit. If it wasn't for the Lord telling me to answer the call, I would not be out here. All right, I'm just letting you know. But this woman, she's replying as me to people I've never met and building a profile that echoes my every move. It's really creepy, with people when they study you, when they stalk you, and they study your every move. I have said already before that in the last 6-7 weeks, 3 times I came home and my locks were undone, and things were moved around inside my home. And also, one of the front window was wide open. Well, I never leave a window open. But these people, these narcissists, they're all about gaslighting. They do things like this, and they move things around. So they like to let you know they've been there. But just this morning, I did find, because, it was confirmed to me by the Holy Spirit, let me know that, a woman had been in my home. And also this man, the CEO, had been in my home as well. Siphoning my energy, trying to drain my energy. She'd been around touching my bed, touching my clothes, touching things, and putting curses in my home. And just this morning, as I was making coffee, I was waking up while my coffee was percolating. I was like looking up, and I saw on a cabinet up above that I hadn't looked up there for a while, but I just happened to glance up there, and I saw a smear of what looked like blood. So I thought, what's that doing there? I wiped it clean, but then I knew right away, all right, that when they were in here, they probably did some spell work, that kind of thing. Everything's returned to sender. This is my sacred space, and it is divinely protected. And these people have just brought curses upon themselves. Anybody that curses me, it automatically goes right back to them. They curse their own lives and their own bloodlines. Okay, I'm a breaker of generational curses in my family bloodline. Okay, anyway, but she's built a profile, and she is, her voice sounds like mine. Her actions are calculated, and she's using my face to unlock doors meant to stay shut. And people are sending her private messages, trusting her with secrets, and following her lead, thinking that they're talking to me when they're not. All right. So that's the creepy thing, is they're actually divulging their personal private information as somebody to an imposter. Okay, so it's so important for me to put this out there so people, whoever might be listening to me, will know that I don't carry on with people like that. I don't have long communications and things like that. I'm old school. If I want to talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to them in person. Okay, none of this online chatting type stuff, or not at all. Okay, I like to know who I'm dealing with firsthand, person to person, and then I can size them up within seconds to know if they're a false person or not. I read people very well. All right. But anyway, this one, people are sending her private messages. Yeah. Convincing and fooling an entire small group of people who now believe that I'm someone that I'm not. They don't know the real me, and she's trying to make sure they never do. This person watches my posts and studies me silently. She is now duplicating my essence and corrupting my identity. And behind closed accounts and anonymous servers, she has built a fake world with my face. And she now has the audacity to plan to expose me for her crimes. This person it sounds like somebody who's very vengeful. And I think it might be either the cousin on my dad's side of the family that got called out on all her shit because she'd done identity theft and fraud, or it is that female judge that was sleeping with that CEO that lost her job because of the corruption, because she deemed me mentally incompetent, and so she was getting a slice of the pie every time. She had been doing this to other people as well, and it was an orchestrated effort, stealing people's trust funds. So a gross abuse of power. But I don't know who this person is. It could be either one. I don't know. But she's built a fake world with my face. Anyway, a trail is being left, and this has all been spiritually seen. So a woman's in trouble. Okay. But a few recent messages have been divinely intercepted. She's trying to attach me to things I've never done. At dream jobs and video clips she is preparing to try to just bury me. This person she's very vindictive. She wants me gone so she can be a clone of my life. She can live my life. That's what this person wants. Many sick people out there in the world today. I tell you what, there are so many very disturbed people with issues that they never work on. And they take it too far. But the jealousy thing is so bad. When you let that thing fester, oh my gosh. And then it causes you to do this and that to people. And then before you know it, you've just gone way overboard. And you destroy your whole life. Really, this is so sad. It's a terrible thing to watch a person self-destruct like this. But she's planning to meet with a person who thinks they're meeting with me. but it's her. She has memorized my walk and even my pauses. This was a stalker. Somebody been stalking me. She doesn't just imitate me. She actually believes that she is me. That's how long this has been going on. This didn't happen overnight, and she'd been stalking and studying me for years. She started with small edits and moved into filters, and now she's full face swapping using artificial intelligence and face swap tools. She's trying to wear my face like a mask. She's targeting my life, and I believe she has been caught for fraud and identity theft if it's the same person that I'm thinking of. But I've never met that person. I don't even know her name. Okay, she's obsessed psycho, and I believe it might be the same person, but a jealous, obsessive hater who wants my destiny and my life. She mimics my mannerisms and my voice to manipulate other people's emotions. She has created many fake profiles, backup pages, and her friends defend her, thinking that they're defending, but they don't know they're defending someone who's a fraud, who's a dark witch, a practicing witch. If it's the same person on my dad's side of the family, because that woman is a dark practicing witch. Okay, she's the one that went into my Akashic records when I was young, and she saw my God's favor over my life, and she'd been trying to swap my destiny, and she stole part of that trust fund and kept hidden documents, and had been receiving checks and had my mail diverted and all kinds of things. She'd been living a high life on what belonged to me. I never received. Okay, it might be the same woman. She got called out on all the fraud, but I don't know if she's locked up yet, and apparently not if it's the same woman. But I reclaim my name and my identity. My energy is sacred, and she is an energy vampire leeching off my energy. Another parasite. I tell you what, and I believe she might be a Mason. Okay, if anybody out there has tried to reach me, this woman has intercepted their communication, and she would make sure that I would not receive the message. So her real name starts with the letter S, but she's using a name that starts with the letter C. I don't know if that helps, but if anybody has information about the identity of this woman, they step forward. My number is 951-551-6780. Please let me know. I'll take it to the FBI. And I'm going to go there anyway and let them know about this. She's also targeting online spiritual groups like forums and even groups for healing. And she's targeting a man who's part of my soul contract, but we've never met each other yet. But she's targeting that individual, trying to impersonate me so that he thinks that he's meeting me. But it's not me, it's her. So anyway, she's also creating fake documents and fabricated conversations and forged messages. The walls are closing in on this woman, and she's starting to panic, and it's all falling apart for her. She's scrambling to continue her lies. She's trying to mirror my legacy, okay? But truth doesn't need to pretend. You know, people need to be authentic. Just stay in your own lane. Be yourself. But she stole 3 images from my profile, which she altered. And she's trying to create ads. I don't know what she's doing. But my face, my identity, my name, my soul essence, my likeness are divinely and spiritually protected and encrypted. And so nobody can wear me like a glove like that, okay? My light moves through wires, screens, and satellites. Spiritual theft is real, but divine justice is even more powerful. So my name is mine, my energy, and not hers, all right? But she's bitter, vengeful, jealous, and acting, posting, and pretending that she's me. She's twisting names and locations, too. She has told people in her circle that I am impersonating her. She's trying to flip the narrative so that it appears I'm a false person. And this is something that Masons do. They're always projecting. They're projecting what they do, their sick, toxic, low vibrational life, demonic lifestyle, onto innocent people that they target. They always try to flip the narrative. So this sounds like a Mason. So it sounds like the same woman, okay, that was copycatting me before. Okay, so she is working with a team that she communicates with, an underground circle that discusses how they can influence others through online mimicry. Okay, so they steal, all right, and it's a network, so probably Masons, okay? They refer to it as image masking, but this is more than about the image. It's about my identity, my destiny, my spiritual blessings from Almighty God, my destiny and my legacy and my purpose, my mantle, my mission in life. This is what this woman is trying to steal, my spiritual frequency, and she's trying to trick the spiritual realm, that and convince them spiritually that she's me and I'm the fraud. That's what she's trying to do. Flip the narrative. It shall not stand. That's crazy. This is how far the people go. I'm not kidding. These people with these ancient arts, these ancient knowledge, this occultism that they use to do this kind of stuff. And most people are not aware of it. But I'm very aware of what these people do. This is spiritual warfare. Okay. Is she trying to purchase ads using my image? And the platform detected suspicious behavior already. So this woman is called out on her stuff. Someone may think they're dating me and speaking to me and praising me when they're unaware that I'm not even the person. I don't even know about the existence of those people, but they're actually connecting with the fraud. Okay. She was envious of my path, my glow, and my blessings, so she decided to copy me. She's attempting to schedule a meeting under my name. She is trying to affect my life financially, legally, and emotionally. So she copied my handwriting to create fake letters, and she's matched my tone to write emails that seem heartfelt. So it sounds like it's me. Okay. She doesn't carry my light, and she clings to it, though. And her mask, she's been using my photos to create illusions. She will be exposed in screenshots, timestamp, everything. She can't run. It's all being outed even now as I speak, okay? This impersonation will collapse right in public, right in her face, and everybody will clearly see that she will be fully exposed and outed publicly in a big way. And she'll panic and she'll be struck with fear and trembling, and she'll cry and spin stories and try to work on everybody's sympathy. It sounds like the same person. It does. Her lies will be exposed by light. But my story, my life, my identity is mine alone. And I reclaim my identity and I call back all of my energy and power. No one may wear my soul in disguise, and the shadows will always fall. So I just wanted to put this out there. This is a disclaimer. So if you're out there and you're communicating with, you think you're communicating with me, you haven't been. It's this imposter. So, but yes, please, report this person. If you know how to do that, if you know how to find out who is doing this, she's outed and she's going to be fully exposed publicly humiliated, publicly embarrassed, publicly shamed. And she will be struck with panic, with fear, with fear of exposure, because these narcissists, that's the one thing that they fear. They don't mind doing things in secret, in the shadows and darkness, but one thing they fear is being publicly exposed. So I'm putting it out there that this woman is an imposter and a fraud, a jealous hater, a copycat bitch, a destiny swapper, an energy vampire, a harvester, okay? A thief who commits identity fraud. All right, just wanted to put that out there. I hope everybody has a good day. And but the main message was about the floods that are coming. Okay, be prepared. All right, God bless. Bye.